Hey, what's up everybody, Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, coming at you with another video, the king of all gamer-related media. So of course I got you covered when it comes to E3, the most compelling game-related YouTuber, the albino rhino, the pony leg breaker extraordinaire, and much, much more. Back with another video. I could have went live yesterday with some reactions to the Bethesda and E3, or EA E3 conferences, but they kind of spoke for themselves, so I was like, why bother? I can just do a video early in the morning and end up with the same result. So make sure you guys check out Mooch's channel this morning. We're going to do the pre-show on there. We're going to be live for Microsoft and Sony conferences on Next Gen 720's channel, and then the after show, the reactions, are going to be live on my channel. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be one epic thing. First off, EA. What a disappointment, right? And this is not a knock on people that like soccer. I like football, I like Madden, but I would have complained the same if they had spent 20 odd minutes talking about that or bringing in someone that, a coach or something like that. I just don't think that that's very fun for the majority of people. It was a little bit awkward and things like that. Second of all, everybody wanted to see Star Wars stuff. Everybody wanted to see Mass Effect stuff, and we didn't get to see anything really. I mean, you saw some slides and you saw some, art or behind-the-scenes things, or where they're talking to the developers and things like that. If you don't have anything to show, don't do a show. Honestly, EA could have gotten away with not doing any shows this year because their shows stunk. It was horrible. Yes, the Titanfall thing was cool, but couldn't we have seen that on Microsoft or Sony stage, whoever has marketing rights, and it would have had the same kind of reaction? We saw zero Mass Effect actual in-game footage, and this game is supposed to be coming out soon. It was supposed to come out this year, but now it's going to come out early next year, supposedly, and then showing us like 3 seconds of a Star Wars game not coming out till 2018. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You know what I mean? Like, who cares at that point? Great, they talked about a new Madden. It looks just like the old Madden. The new engine for their soccer game. Again, who cares? The Battlefield stuff, I'm not a Battlefield fan. If you are, hey, great for you. To me, that just looks like more Battlefield. I'm not really, that's not probably something I'm going to be interested in. Maybe try it in EA Access or something for 10 hours or whatever. But, if I had to grade their E3 offering, it would be a D. Easy. Just EA gets a D. On to Bethesda. I had higher hopes for them because there was some rumors of some leaks, and I actually have to say that some of those leaks ended up turning out to be true. The Wolfenstein thing ended up being kind of deep teased via a thing that says Wolfenstein or whatever with no date on it, so they're obviously working on another Wolfenstein. They did show off a Quake, but whamp, whamp, whamp. It's PC only or Windows only, whatever. So that's like no interest to me, and probably not to you either if you're a console dude. They showed off the Skyrim remaster, which is probably the best thing at their show, which that's a day one buy, obviously. I know, right? Oh, no more remasters, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? It's one of the greatest games of all time. I'm okay with it. They showed off Prey 2, which is cool, coming next year. I'm okay with that. And they showed us some DLC and whatnot, but for the rest of that stuff, it was just very boring. A card game, some DLC. Again, they probably didn't even need a show for any of that stuff, and it's kind of disappointing that we've got E3 started off with such a lackluster couple of shows. Hopefully Microsoft can bring the nose up, but at the end of the day, I think everybody's got to be a little bit disappointed with that. I mean, they didn't tease the next Elder Scrolls. They could at least pulled a Sony and given us a 8-second quote-unquote in-engine shot or something. You know what I mean? Just, to me, it was a little bit lackluster, but it was still better than EA's. I would give it a C-. Just for the fact that I thought that Prey 2 was pretty cool looking. And I really kind of liked the Skyrim remaster, how they went about that. So I think it's interesting. Started off with a couple of bad shows. I don't see why those two companies particularly are doing separate things outside of E3, because they didn't really need to. I mean, they didn't really have much. So it's kind of sparse, if you will. Anyway, looking forward to what the rest of the day has to bring, and I know you guys are too. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and give me a good thumb in. Rack that shit up. Crapgamer out.